Hello guys, welcome back to our page and thank you so much for joining today. If you are just new to this page, please do not forget subscribe and like this video for us, because today's video I'm going to be talking about 3 important things that will give you a study permit or a visa or whatsoever way you want to call it to Canada if you apply via IRCC, which is the only portal you can use to apply to study in Canada. Of course, you need an admissions offer letter, which is something I'm going to be talking about, some schools which are open for you to do your application as an international student. But today's video is about these 3 things that will push you to Canada. If you need something like this, please do not forget, make sure you watch this video and listen to me very well, so that before you apply, you should know what you are doing. The very first thing I want to talk about, which a lot of students still ask me, and it looks like a lot of us, we don't know that I have many videos about this on YouTube, is proof of funds. Proof of funds means that you have to show that you have money to take care of yourself, all right, to take care of your tuition while you are in Canada, and equally take care of your transportation. All right. Now, how is the proof of funds going to be done? Well, there are so many ways you can show proof of funds. You can show proof of funds as money in your bank account. You can show proof of funds as maybe properties. You can show proof of funds as gifts. But it is always very important for you to show proof of funds as money, or part of the money in your bank account, alongside gifts and also properties. So you can decide on which one will work best. Now, who are the people to sponsor you? The people to sponsor your study abroad to Canada, if you must get people, these are yourself as the student, your father or mother, your brother or sister. Any other person outside of this ring, it's already reducing your chances of getting the visa. But remember, I didn't say you cannot get the visa, because some people will be like, Milton, my company, my boss, my bank. But remember, I said these other people can still walk in, but the real people, if you want to avoid issues, is your father, your mother, yourself, and your brother or sister. I hope you understand. Now, how do you show proof of funds? If you are the one sponsoring yourself, I want to go slowly so that you understand well, because a lot of international students are still asking me this question, and even those that I'm going to be doing applications to them in a school that is opening very soon, they are asking me, so I have the right to explain. If you need an admissions letter and you cannot do it, contact me. Of course, it's not going to be for free, right? But I am very affordable. So, of course, the broke community, we must do things in a broke way. So, who is going to sponsor you? You yourself, right? Yes. Now, how do you show your proof of funds as an international student who wants to study in Canada? The very first thing you need to do is you need to understand that if you are telling the embassy or the visa officer that you have money in your own bank account, you as a student, maybe 20 to 30 years, where are you getting the money from? You need to prove that you have money that can sustain you while in Canada, and when you come back home, you are now going to have little money, because you must put this at the back of your mind that after your studies, you have to return back to your home country. Always make the visa officer know that you must return. You must return. I cannot overemphasize on this. Never you apply for a visa without mentioning these things, guys. It's very, very important. Sing it to the ears of the visa officer to know that you will return. Remember, you will not be there on face to face to talk to him, but now you will know how you are going to do it in another document I will mention here. You have to show that you have a business. Is that business you are talking about, is it registered? If yes, then you are good to go. Put in the visa, the business registration documents, the tax and everything that a business is supposed to have, the insurance and everything, right? To prove that you have a business. And also, this is something people neglect. Also add documents of yourself at your business site, in your office, or at the You understand? Add pictures of yourself. Very important. That is for the case you are sponsoring yourself. Now, is your father or mother sponsoring you? If yes, they have to give you their bank statement. They have to write a sponsorship letter for you. They have to give you their birth certificate. They have to give you their bank statement and, if possible, bank attestation. And they need to give you proof to show that they are employed and, if possible, pay slips. These are the things that they need to give to you alongside their bank statement. I may forget some other things, but I will keep mentioning them on this YouTube channel, guys. Do not forget, this is very important. Same thing for your father. Your siblings, same thing for them, all right? They have to show how they are getting money and also write a sponsorship letter for you. In the case they are not giving you the money, their bank statement, in the case they are not giving you those documents, in case they have money and they want to give you as a gift, then they have to give you the money, put it in your account, and write a gift deed. There is something called a gift deed. And alongside a sponsorship letter, they need to write a gift deed to explain that they gave you that money purposely for your education, your academics. They gave it to you as a gift and they are not willing to collect the money back any day, anytime. It must be stated on the gift deed letter. I cannot ever emphasize on this, guys. Very important. Now, in the case it is not coming from your parents or immediate family members, somebody outside, maybe you can tell your boss or your company to transfer the money into your account and do a gift deed for you. This way, it is better than if they are saying that they are showing their bank statement. It is not good, okay? So please listen to this. It is very, very important. So I just want to explain this. These are the best people to do your proof of funds. Now, how much do you need? A lot of people have been asking me this. Before you apply to a school, check the requirements, check the program, and of course, check the tuition fee and the first deposit. Not all universities in Canada have the same deposit, but like I said, a lot of them have a deposit of just 500 Canadian dollars. When you pay this deposit, you can now apply for the visa, the study permit. And when you enter into Canada, that is when you start paying. Some will charge you per year, like NBCC and Centennial College and a whole lot of others. There are a lot. Why others will charge you semester by semester. I hope you get it. Now, the next thing you need to know is that proof of funds to Canada. Listen to this, guys. First, you need to have 10,000 Canadian dollars in your bank account, according to IRCC or the Canadian government. That is the first thing. If your program is 1 year program, which I always advise members of the broke community, because as a chairman, I need to be giving the advice. Make sure you check a program that lasts for 1 year if you are broke and you don't have enough money, because it is going to help you get proof of funds in case people are helping you. And of course, you would study quickly, step out of school and work to help your own self. Otherwise, go for 2 years program if you don't find 1 year programs. I hope you understand. Excellent. Now, your 10,000 Canadian dollars for living costs, that is the first thing. If your program is 13,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year, add the money. If your program is 26,000 Canadian dollars for 2 years, make sure you get this money for 2 years. It is not like if your program is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you can show maybe 1 year, 2 years. No. If your program is 2 years, try to get all the money for your proof of funds for your own good. Remember, I am not the one working with IRCC. I am not a visa consultant or something. I just use my intelligence and my experience and travel experience to help international students with this information. IRCC is so hard these days. So you have to make sure you dot all the I's to avoid rejections. Please, if your program is 2 years, try to get proof of funds for 2 years. If your program is 3 years, maybe get proof of funds for 2 years. There are cases where others will show proof of funds for 1 year plus living costs, but make sure it is your proof of funds money, your tuition fee, your school fees, and your living expensive. Your entire tuition fee, your living expensive, And miscellaneous is money for transport and your flight back from Canada to your home country. Okay, this is how the embassy looks at it. So make sure you have your miscellaneous, your tuition fee for the entire program, and of course your living cost money. We are done with proof of funds now. Those asking me if they can work and study in Canada, yes, international students work 20 hours per week, but within the summer holiday, you work full time. All right. Before you move to Canada, make sure you have 1 year or 1 semester of your entire tuition fee in your palms, because when you go in, you would be trying to adapt and will not be able to raise your tuition fee. I hope you understand me. Now, the second document I want to talk about, or the second thing you should do, is career progress or study progress. Let me emphasize again. Someone reached out to me and said, Milton, I want you to do my application. I'm going to pay, but please, I want to do nursing. And when I read her message, she will watch this video. It was like she didn't do anything related to nursing. All right. Then what she is doing now does not relate to nursing, but she wants me to get her a nursing admissions, an admissions letter, that is nursing program. The problem is not me getting it. The problem is, would you be able to convince the visa officer on why you are doing nursing? I have said times and again that study abroad, study progress speaks volume. If you graduated long time ago, let's say 3 years ago with zoology, and now you are working as an accountant and you want to go back to school, look for accounting related courses and apply to, because you would be able to justify why you are studying accounting. And of course, they do understand that you can change your career goals. All right. So it is not a big deal at all. Do not go and start applying for zoology, because it doesn't make sense when you are trying to convince the visa officer. They will know you want to run away. I hope you get my point. And your key factor, or the key thing behind your brain, should be you must return back home. Please do not forget. If you graduated maybe last year with mathematics and you want to go ahead to study a master's, excellent. Take master's in mathematics. But if you are coming from the broke community, you should be looking at something related to mathematics with a 1 year program, because it is shorter. And of course, it's going to save you too much tuition fee that you could pay to state universities. I hope you understand. People from the broke community, please, you need to put this into consideration so that you don't stress too much while studying in Canada. If you have your money, you are going to do your things legal and good in Canada. I hope you understand. Study progress is very important. Let's assume that you graduated maybe 4 years ago from the University of Boya in Cameroon with nursing. Then now you have been teaching for the past 3 years in a primary school. Excellent. You are not going again to apply for nursing. All you need to do is to look for curriculum related courses. All you need to do is to look for child education or early child education. These are things that evolves around teaching. Now, after you get the admissions, you now put in for your visa application. Now, you now have a whole lot to back up for your visa application. You are now going to tell the visa officer that though you graduated 4 years ago in nursing, but you are currently working as a teacher. You are teaching a group of students or in a particular school. Make sure you have documents to back up. Make sure you have pictures to back up. And now you want to go to Canada to study this program because you intend opening your own primary school. And without this knowledge, you cannot push harder to get it. Though you are not going to be managing the school alone, but you just need to get knowledge on curriculum so you can equally assist to teach. Another reason why you want to study may be because you have looked within your community and there are no primary centers, there are no primary schools, and children within your community are suffering a lot. And as your own way to contribute to sustainable development goals, you want to build a small community school within your area. This is how you document things and pull the attention of the visa official, and before you know, you are getting the visa. Please make sure you always put this. Now, this now carries me to the last part of this video, which is the letter of explanation. You already gave your reasons for studying the program. Which program are you actually studying? What is the duration of the program? Who is going to be your sponsor? How did you go about the program, or what is the program going to help you? Like I already explained to you. How is it going to contribute to your country? Like I explained to you. Do you have any reasons why you choose to study this program in Canada? You need to bring out the reasons. Multicultural language, ability to meet people from a wide range of religion. You explain a whole lot of things like this. Don't go saying that the college is located in the top 10 classification. No. Say things that make sense. Now, who is going to be your sponsors? I already gave you the people that can be. Who is the one? Do you have all the necessary documents? Say them. Do you have properties in your home country that are going to bring you back to your home country? Do you have a family? Are you married? Do you have a marriage certificate? Do you have pictures? Do you have kids? Do you have their birth certificate? Do you have your parents? Are your parents suffering from any health condition? Can you prove that? Excellent. You document all of this in your letter of explanation. The better your letter of explanation, the less and straightforward or concise it is, the more your chances of getting the visa, if everything being equal. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't want to rant too much so that we don't waste time to that. Just go do this and make sure you start from program choice. It is very, very important. Remember I said admissions is starting with MBCC in 3 days to come. I will be updating you guys, and this is the cheapest, one of the cheapest schools in the entire Canada. Colleges, I beg your pardon, colleges, not a university. I'm talking about MBCC. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till we meet again in another one. Peace.